Hi everybody. It's a night live. I don't There are only a few times I've done night live, and I usually do like morning live streams and or just mid of the day. But I only have 2 more hours. 2 more hours? Yeah. Two more hours of my birthday left. So I decided to do just a little bit of birthday live stream. I didn't plan on doing this. I think there's like a couple times that I planned on doing this, but this year I think I forgot today was my birthday in the morning. So I don't know. I thought I haven't done the vertical live stream for a while, so I thought this is a good excuse to say hi to everyone and then see how everyone is doing. But it's nighttime, so happy birthday! Thank you. I can't stay long because I'm at work. That's no worries. 誕生日おめでとう。ありがとう。It's just like kind of weird, cause I don't know, like if like kids get very happy birthday, thank you. Yeah, kids get very excited about birthday, and like we were like counting like, oh, so now like I'm 1 year older than like I was a day before, and then once you get like maybe past like 20 or something, it's like I'm like another year older, right? What's the difference? But I guess it's I don't know, it's kind of big because this is my first birthday after I moved to Tokyo, baby. You lonely being Tokyo? No. I actually have more friends in Tokyo than I did in Ehime. Give me thumbs up. But happy birthday, thank you. In the car, so I can't stay. That's okay. Drive safe. Sending loads of hugs. Thank you, hug. But happy birthday, 21 last. Yay! Happy birthday, thank you, thank you. So, what was gonna say? But yeah, so I studied abroad when I was in 16, and I went to college in the US as well. So my friends are kind of all over the place, and I did attend a happy birthday, thank you. I attended Japanese high school as well, but that particular high school was linked to a university in my hometown, and then didn't choose to go to the university. Aw, DDE, thank you so much for the super chat. My kids are having their first birthday in Japan. Oh, that's fun. Happy birthday to your kids too. When are their birthdays? That's amazing. 21 again? Yes, for like 10 times now. Cherry turned another year younger. Yes. Yeah, I think we should do that. Like up to like 20 years old, you get 1 year older when you have birthdays, and then after you hitting 20 years old, and then you go backwards like 19, 18. So how are you? I'm good. I thought you were asking me how old are you for some reason. But greeting from Mexico. Home of Pepsi, really? I have no idea. They might have like a documentary or something. Maybe I watched it. Oh, September 11th and December 17th. Nice. So mine's September 13th. So 2 days difference. Wow. Yay. I've been 21 for at least 20 birthdays. Nice, nice, nice. Happy birthday, Jerry. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hi from Quebec. Oh, Quebec. You look so mature for a 4-year-old. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, so like, well, I guess this is going to be like, I don't know, it's just like, I just came home and I actually, well, like, and then like every other responsible adult, today's Friday. So, oh, Friday the 13th, not good. Anyway, so today's Friday, so I had like regular work and then whatnot, right? So I just finished work and then I came home and yeah, I was like, well, I still have 2 hours. Ah, Tim, happy birthday, thank you. So yeah, I was like, what do I do for the last 2 hours, right? And I decided to do like, oh, you know what? I should do a little bit of like maybe an hour or two live stream and then talk with you guys. How old are you now? How old do you think I am? I have answered my age in a few live streams. So happy birthday, thank you, Sam. So just arriving here and wishing you a very happy birthday. Thank you. Although we're from Mexico. Oh, there are a lot of people from Mexico. So 22. Let's guess how old I am. So like my birthday's September, right? So September 13th. And so 29. Ohio. What? I'm 33 and have 2 kids. I feel 80. What? No. Happy birthday. Thank you, 80. I don't think no one is serious right now. I guess we're starting to get like serious guesses, I guess. But I have answered. Like I'm kind of honest in that way. So when people randomly ask like, "Oh, how old are you?" and I usually answer that question. I don't know, even 30. Okay. 29. Oh, there are many 20, 29, 33. I wish like we had like a maybe we have, but I don't want to like accidentally hit like wrong button, so I might not do that. I was like, well, I think we can like set up like poll or something. But I give you 10 seconds to answer that. Like type it in. 10. 誕生日おめでとうありがとう。9. 8. あ、そうさんこんばんは。7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. あ、誕生日おめでとうございます。ありがとうございます。1. 0. So I think we had like a variety of different ages, starting from like 18 to I think the oldest guess is 37. We're eating like a lot of like 28, 29. Somewhere around there. Okay, so here's an answer. Drum roll. I am between 18 and 35. I am 32. I don't know if it's mirrored or not. 32. I think somebody answered it right? No? I think I saw the closest one like 33. Oh, nobody said 32. No, 32. Not 22. I wish I'm 22. 32. Oh, you were correct? Yeah, Alec. Oh, I look younger? Yay. I feel like going, yeah. There's no prize. ごめんね. It's okay. You don't have to apologize. I'm the one who started to ask. So, yeah, I think a majority of them are kind of like going to the right direction. I think like a lot of people like 30, 30 to like 35, right? That's really, why do you mean I don't really believe? Yeah, I wanted the real guess, yeah. So, my wife and I are both 34. Oh, I look like 25, thank you. Yeah, 32 reverse is 23. So I don't know. I don't have anything, any wars in my background, so I can't really see if it's mirrored. I think when I use I'm not using Prism Live right now. I'm just like directly streaming from YouTube app. So whenever I do with the what is it? What is it called? Prism Live app, then somehow it's reversed. So when I do like a study live or something, and then there are so many comments like, "Oh, you're a lefty," blah 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 blah. Or I'm like, no, I'm using my right hand, but because it's like flipped image, right? I'm turning 30 in November. Yeah, happy early birthday! Happy birthday from India. Thank you. So it's like seriously, like it's a Q&A. So if you have any questions, just I believe you guys would be, you know, I don't know, would have a common sense what to ask and not to ask. So I'll just I'll just skip the weird questions though. But in the in your comments, in the common sense, you can ask any questions. From the house tour video, how's the projector coming along? The projector is awesome. Like it's really awesome. I usually use it plugged in unless I need to like move it somewhere. But I usually cast here, and it goes as big as the wall goes, and it's pretty good. It's a laser one, so I don't think I can't like watch it stress free when I have the ceiling light on, because the ceiling light is a kind of harsh light, but I have like a little room lamp that I can like change the brightness from 100% to like 0%, and I can do like, I usually watch it with like 7%. So it's pretty bright. I don't really see any, like it's actually right now the light is coming from the room lamp, and then that's like 70%. So it's a little dark. So like it's like a nighttime room light. And with that, I think it's like with a regular projector, it's hard to kind of watch it, but it's with the laser one, you can pretty much see it without any stress. So I'm loving it. 誕生日おめでとうございます。ありがとうございます。どんな一年にしたいですか? What kind of year do I want it to make? I just moved to Tokyo, so I feel like, and I been in Tokyo for the past 4 months, but kind of like up to this point, it was kind of like find an apartment and set up the place, and then figure out how I'm going to manage my business back in my hometown. So everything was kind of like a task that I have to like check off all the boxes. But now everything is kind of settled. Like I kind of started to get the flow of daily life. So I guess I want to like build a life from here. Like like just came to a new city. I don't know much about it, so I want to discover many new places, many different things, and I want to meet new people. Oh, I might. How about this one? I don't know. I don't know like how many people are actually available to show up. And this is like me just top of my head. I'm like, oh, I never done any like meetup. So it would be nice if I could do like even if a small one, like a meetup like party or whatever in Tokyo. Cause I know like some of viewers are living in Japan and like kind of close to Tokyo or in Tokyo. So I might do that. What business you run like in your hometown and it is easy to manage it remotely? To manage it remotely, I guess it's one of the hardest ones, but I managed to do so with technology and all that. And I have good staff, so hats off to that. So I have a cram school down in Ehime, and how can I explain that? But yeah, it's a school business. So if you, I have you ever heard like a kumon or something? So basically, it's like a after school study school after school. So in Japan or many Asian countries, studying is or taking tests is very um, like a competitive industry and somewhere that parents would put a lot of money into. And so they want to go to a good schools, they want to get good grades, and yeah, so I like studying. I've loved studying since I was little. And when I came back from the States, well, living in the countryside, it's very difficult for me to practice English, like keep practicing English. And so it was kind of like selfish of me, but at the time, this like cram school, but for focusing on English was very popular, getting more popular. And so I was like, you know what? Like, I don't have to put a lot of money um, into this. I just need to have some tables and chairs and like maybe whiteboard, and I can just get some like workbook and textbooks from nearest bookstores or online, and boom, I have a like class, right? And so I started doing that, and one thing led to another. Um, I started having more students, and then had to get an office, like a school, and so I did that, and then I started seeing like, oh, you know what? I like teaching, but at the same time, I like managing business. So how can I turn this into? Because like, if you are the person who is running it, like you have passion, you have motivation, you have love for what you're doing, so you can actually run a successful business. But every time those people, it doesn't matter which industries that you are working on, um, like from a like restaurants to those kind of like educational industries to whatever, like uh, selling some products, right? When you transition from you being physically there and then doing all the work to starting hiring people to do the actual work on your behalf is a big challenge. That's when most of the businesses fail, because the owner and then employees do not have the same level of passion and motivation. And so there are somewhere that you have to like kind of communicate it in the way that like both of you understand each other. And there are there are so many how can I say, communications and negotiations and all that. And yeah, so that was a biggest challenge. But then I was like, you know what, like if I want to actually success in any sort of business, I have to start letting things go, which means I can't manage everything on my own. I have to hire people to do a work for me, and I have to kind of step back from the like working in the classroom, and then I actually have to be the person who is behind the desk, right? And so yeah, that's what I started doing, and within I think I got like I think after the COVID, when the border lift up, I hired an American staff from actually America. The person who was already in Japan, but I issued the visa and everything like that. I did all the paperwork, and then he came all the way from the States. And yeah, now he's been working for close to 2 years, but I think he was able to run the whole thing by himself in like 3 months, I think. But is that a cocktail? No. This is just a milk tea. But I got the cheap milk tea, so it's not really good. But I didn't want that to go to waste, so I'm drinking it. Have an awesome birthday weekend. Thank you. I should go back a little bit. Does your juku only teach English? No, English is the main thing. More like specifically, because you know the word juku, which means you might know a little bit of Japanese. So, my juku teaches mostly Eiken. So that's an English proficiency test for Japanese people. And that's like one of the most common ones that everybody takes. And so, but we also have a program for Japanese math, science, social studies, and English. Yeah, for middle school students. So we teach several. Cake 食べましたか? Actually, I had ice cream cake. I like cake, but I prefer ice cream cake. So I got Baskin Robbins ice cream cake. To me, it looks like coffee. Oh, I get it. Tennessee tornado. Happy birthday, Sherry. Thank you. And thank you for being a Team Berries. 日本語ペラペラではないです。十分じゃないですか。There always has been some form of a case. So when I was in the States, we were trying to plan a birthday party for our common friend, a mutual friend, and we were going to get her a like basic American cake, like square ones, and then turned out that she doesn't like cake. And so we decided to go with something she likes, of course, right? And then that time, that was the first time for me to learn there is something called a cookie cake. So it's actually cookie dough. It's like a giant cookie, so it's like very thin. And then it comes in like a really big plate and then container. And I think we got like a chocolate chip cookie. And it was actually cool. I mean, it's a cookie, right? And it's American cookie, so it's not crispy. So Japanese cookies tend to be small and crispy. but and a little bit thicker maybe, but like American cookies are very soft and then large. And I like both. I don't mind soft cookies, and I don't mind the crispy ones. And um and then I think I was it Norm? I was like talking to someone, and not from the States. And I was talking about my favorite kind of cookie. And like, do you have any favorites? I like snickerdoodle. Do you guys know what snickerdoodle is? And then there's a time that I was like talking to someone, maybe Norm. Norm is from Canada, right? And so I was like, oh, I like snickerdoodles. And like, what? Like, what is that? And I was like, what? Like, did I say it wrong? Like, did I remember incorrectly? And I like Googled it, and it's actually a cookie called snickerdoodle. And but I guess that's like for American thing. First time hearing about it. Really? So I guess it's just like an American thing. Any Americans? Snickerdoodles are for winners. Yay! Ah, oatmeals are good, but I don't like raisins. See here, it's snickerdoodles. Yeah, snickerdoodle. Snickerdoodle is basically cinnamon sugar, and it's so good. So I love it. I really love it. And but so I have another friend find like I in Tokyo, and it's kind I don't know why, but like back in my hometown I have a foreign friend, or I have a like a half Japanese, half foreign friends, but somehow everyone is everyone is from everywhere but the States for some reason. So I got a New Zealander, I had a Canadian friend, I had Austrian friend, yada yada yada. And so I couldn't confirm. And so finally I was able to ask someone who has been to the States and lived in the States. And I asked her like, you know snickerdoodle, right? And then she goes like, oh yeah. I was like, yes. So snickerdoodle. Kit Kats, yeah, Kit Kats. But like Kit Kats in the States are kind of same as a butterscotch. Ah, I never tried that. I want to try it. Sounds good. But it's kind of like a Oreo in the States, and then Kit Kats and Oreo kind of like traded off in those countries. Um, so in Japan, there are so many different kinds of Kit Kats, and then there's only one kind of Oreo, like regular kind, right? I like double stuff. But in the States, there's only one kind of Kit Kat, but there are many different kinds of Oreo. But finally, Japan's got strawberry Oreo. There's like there was one in the convenience store the other day, but butterscotch makes me happy for a whole day. Yeah. I guess like there are a few things like you don't really think that would happen to American English, because like most of the time British or Australian or Canadian English that they only use in their countries, and then they speak it, and then American English speaker will be like, what do you mean, right? And then they tend to understand American English because there are so many movies or TVs, and like all those are kind of like American English. Uh, but I was surprised that there are things that we have, and there are things that they don't have that they don't know. So オレオストロベリー初めて聞いた食べたい So since Susan asked me earlier, I know some of you guys are kind of like new to my channel or maybe first time viewers, and then some other are long time followers. So there are a mixture of those. So I have covered so many times, and so I think old viewers know, like long time viewers, you guys know this already because you have probably heard it a million times. But do you know where I'm from? Susan just asked me like, earlier that like, where are you from? Are you from the States? So I just wanna, I'm just like curious. So like Q&A backwards, like I'm asking you a question now. You can also ask me other questions as well, but. Oh, okay, Ehime. I know. Matsuyama. I miss your Inaka adventure. A little town Matsuyama. Japan maybe? And do you guys know why I can't speak English? Mamushi-san wants to say happy birthday. Thank you. Easy. In the US? Uni in the US? You binge watch a lot of Everyone Loves Raymond as a kid? Probably not. You lived in Hawaii? I should have done like a quiz, like Sherry quiz. How much do you know about Sherry? Little narcissistic. Oh yeah, but I guess those who answered the question were kind of long time viewers. Watashi wa star. I have no idea. Anyway, so yes, so all those people who just answered my question, they are all right. So I am from a prefecture called Ehime, and there is a little town, but like has a over 500,000 people there. But so well, I guess it's not small town. But I'm from Matsuyama, and I have the juku business there, and I just moved to Tokyo 4 months ago. And the reason why I can't, so I'm Japanese, by the way. I'm Japanese. My parents are also Japanese. Sometimes people ask me like, "Are you half?" I was like, "No, I'm not half." Some people sometimes like ask me like, "Are you like half Korean or something?" I'm like, "No." so my parents, they both have never been to outside of Japan. They have never gotten passports either. Their honeymoon was in Okinawa. So yeah, that's as far as they have gone in their life. Anyway, so the reason why I can speak English is because, well, one, I went to those like English juku thing when I was little, like since 3 years old. So my pronunciation comes from there. And then I went to Hawaii. Somebody say Hawaii. I went to Hawaii for a year as an exchange student in high school. So I was in junior year. So that's like another thing that we had a conversation with other non-US people, that like we say freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior, right? But yeah, like you guys say first year, second year, third year, I guess, in like globally. So yeah, when I say like, oh, so when I was a sophomore, and then they would be like, what is a sophomore? But anyway, so I was a junior when I studied abroad, Then I decided to skip a grade, and then I actually graduated a year younger from a high school in Hawaii. And so I have two diplomas from both of the high schools, from Japanese one and then also the one in Hawaii. And then I went to a university in Missouri, and then everyone's like, "Why Missouri?" Blah 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 blah. Yeah, everyone is like, "Why? Like you were in such a great state, like Hawaii, and why did you go to Missouri?" But uh Missouri represent. Oh yay! Kansas City. No, I have been to Kansas City, but no, like I was like 4 hours, 5 hours away from Kansas City. But yeah, just like they have like good scholarship there, and so for international students, sometimes it's cheaper to go to a private university because they have better deal when it comes to a scholarship. And is Missouri the enemy of US? Kind of, yeah. Because like St. Louis is not too small. The arch is kind of famous, right? And then, yeah. But like when somebody said like Missouri, it's like, where is Missouri, right? So kind of similar. But yeah, so that's how I learned English. And then I came back and then I started my business. So I have is there any question that did you also study in the oh yeah, actually. Mm. Oh, Caroline visited Matsuyama back in 2017. Wow, it was beautiful. Yeah, everybody said like people who came to Matsuyama, and there was a time when my viewers actually like found Matsuyama interesting after watching my videos, and then came, and then they took a lot of pictures in Matsuyama and then sent them to me. Um, and then they absolutely loved it. And so it's actually a great place. The climate is kind of mellow, so it doesn't really have a like hot. Well, in the summer is hot everywhere in Japan, but it's not too bad, and it doesn't snow, so you don't really have to worry about like driving in the snow or anything like that. The only thing that can be a little bit of a struggle, especially for a non-Japanese people, is that you have to have a car. You cannot get around easily. You can with the public transportation, but it's not as convenient as Tokyo can be. So that's one thing. Um, but as long as you have a car, you can go anywhere, right? Do you like cold, snowy weather or hot tropical weather? I would. That's a really very good question. I'm not good with the really like hot sun heat. I get I get overly exhausted, so I can't really handle the Japan summer. I don't like to do anything outdoor. So in that sense, no, I don't like the hot weather. But like also I don't know. I'm not from the cold place. So when it snows, I don't know how to deal with the snow, to be honest. By the way, give me the like button. Bring it up to 100. Um, Okinawa, I probably don't go to Okinawa. Because I have gone to Hawaii. So I did surfing and I swam in the beautiful ocean before. Um, so I'm kind of good. And then during summer, Okinawa is often hit by a typhoon, so it's very hard to find a time when you can actually enjoy the weather of like sunny and then nice. Um, I don't like the humidity though. I like the fact that the Hawaii was hot, but still it's dry. So yeah. Do you use the summer umbrella? Yes, I didn't like using them. So when I was in Ehime, I never used them. But because I could have just drived anywhere. So I didn't need to walk for 10 minutes in the summer sun. Also in Tokyo, the the sun, the heat is not coming just from the above. It's coming from 360 degrees because you're surrounded by the concrete, the buildings, and then the asphalt, and then all that. So, yeah, you need the umbrella. Happy birthday! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Greetings from Germany. Thank you. Any other questions? But like during winter, my hands get super cold. So I really don't like the cold either. So that's why the hime was kind of perfect, since it gets cold, but like only early in the morning can go as low as like -3, maybe 5 the maximum. But usually during the day, it's like even if it on the cold day, it stays around like single digit. It's like 2 degrees or something like that. So it's not. Yeah, I got some presents from my friends. Some of them are actual like thing, and some of them are um like actually tomorrow I'm going on a little trip with my friends. So what's going to be your birthday dinner? I actually had the birthday dinner. We went to the restaurant, nice restaurant, all together as a group. Happy birthday, wishing you the very best of everything. Thank you. I remember one birthday in Missouri, actually. There is a Chinese restaurant nearby, and we all decided to go to the Chinese restaurant, not to be, make fun of them or anything. I think the theme is supposed to be, I think it was like a Habachi or somewhere. So in the US, maybe in other countries too, some Asian cultures get kind of mixed up. And so they name those like Japanese, like Asian kind of restaurant in Japanese. Aw, sebanisu, sorry. Thank you so much for the super chat. Happy birthday. Thank you, thank you. But what was I gonna say? So they make like I remember one, maybe it was in Hawaii. There's like a supposed to be Japanese restaurant called Habachi. But everything but the sushi bar was very Chinese. So I was like, this is Chinese. And then they're trying to like decorate the whole restaurant with like a Asian looking thing, but like it's clearly Chinese, not Japanese. But the name of the restaurant is Japanese, not Chinese. So it's very confusing. But so we went there. And then the reason that we went there was because we wanted to get this like a little Tennessee, thank you so much. Gifted 5 share membership. Aw, that's so kind of you. Oh, oh, oh. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, 5 people. Yay, team berries. So then they have like a little flower thing, like when you say like, oh, this is my birthday, and then they'll give you the little like complimentary cake or ice cream or something, and then they have like a little tulip, plastic tulip, and then they you know light it up with the lighter, and then it's like starts like singing a little like happy birthday melody or something, and then they turn and then like opens it up and then it's kind of like a lily flower, and yeah, so that's kind of and we just like wanted that, but 2 Japanese spots here. Cool, cool, cool. Korean on one and Indonesian on the other. Yeah, so like other things, like I walk in, especially in Missouri. Not so many Asian people there, and so like when you're Asian and kind of stands out, right? And so like when a group of us just walk into like one of those, like it doesn't matter if it's like a Japanese restaurant or Chinese restaurant, we go there, and then all the workers are mostly Chinese. I never seen any workers there that were a Japanese, and they start speaking Chinese at me. I'm like, sorry, I don't understand. I'm not Chinese. I'm Japanese. And so that's like very awkward there. Christine, happy birthday, Sherry. Thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for the stream. It's almost midnight here. Gotta go. Happy birthday. Thank you. Midnight. 1 hour difference. 1 hour ahead of me. Where can it be? Shitty beautiful. Thank you. 全然スーさん場違いじゃないですよ。Thank you. Thanks for the membership. Yeah, thank you. That was very kind of you. Australia. Oh, Australia. Sydney is ahead of us. I thought you guys are behind us. Summertime? No, it's not summertime. Like if it's a summertime, then usually we are sharing the same time zone, and that's weird. Interesting. Spring. Oh yeah, because you guys are. Yeah, that makes sense. Have you ever visited Canada? Nope. Kind of want to, cause somehow I ended up like meeting a lot of Canadian people. But if you can live in a specific country for the rest of your life, which country would it be? When I was young, I kind of wanted to, like one time, well, of course, I study abroad in the States, so I wanted to live in the States, okay? And then after I came back, and in a while, I kind of wanted to live in Finland. That's because like I learned a lot of like good education there, and I was doing like education related business, all that. And then, well, though even if you don't speak the language, you can kind of survive there because Finnish people can speak English, right? Then I learned it's very cold and then gloomy, and well, I knew that it was cold, but like it's very dark, and so it's very hard to live actually. And then I was looking at Belgium for a while. It's kind of like a French Dutch kind of a country, but Tim, thank you so much. Happy birthday! Yay, thank you. So yeah, then like I don't think I can ever go to like live in France because I don't speak French, right? But if it's Belgium, then like I have a host sister from Austria, and she is currently living in Belgium, I think, and then she works there too. And she says that because it's kind of mixed culture, you can also speak English and they understand you. And she practices her French as well there, and then they don't judge you because they understand the mixed culture. And also, it was like, um, what is it? The price for like living costs or like food, groceries, and things like that are kind of similar to Japan, so it's not too bad, right? And but then I looped back, and then right now, for now, I would say Japan as a responsible adult. At that time, I was like more like student or like started working, and then like if you think of like if you see the news or like any like videos and whatnot, especially in I guess in the States, I think Europe is more kind of protected in a way, but like in the States, like if you like it's almost impossible to get the perfect medical plan, like medical insurance, and especially if you have like family or something, right? And then if one day if your daughter gets sick or if your son get like hit by a car and then badly injured and then carried to ER, actually happens to my a host family, host dad when I was in Hawaii. So he was walking his dog one evening and he got hit by a car. And well, one thing is that the dog kind of got panicked and then he ran away, which we found later on. So thank God. But then he already had a bad knee, but then being run over by a car, he couldn't stand, right? And he was carried by an ambulance, and then I think he spent the night in ER, and he's a veteran, so he has one of the best medical insurance. At that time, I had no idea, but then I like well, the insurance company comes to the house, and then like he was talking, well, more like yelling at them, that the ER and ambulance cost won't be covered by the insurance, and he was so mad because he used to be a captain of the Navy, and he was currently at the time was working in the military hospital as an anesthesiologist, which means well he's supposed to have one of the best the health benefit, and yet those fees won't be covered, and so he was so mad, and I think he changed like a plan or whatever afterwards. But again, well, they didn't have any kids, right? And then him and his wife both worked full time, and him being a the veteran also, and then also has an ability to work as an anesthesiologist, and the fact that his wife was a architect, they have money obviously, so it's not like they didn't like they complained of course, but they didn't suffer from it. However, there are so many people who suddenly have to go on the street because their family member got severely injured or severely sick, and then they has to be hospitalized, but they don't have that much money. They have to go to the food bank one like from the next day because they have to pay every penny that they have to the hospital, and then they can't put the food on the table. And in Japan, that won't happen. So that's so I guess like the kind of like when you're young and when you're just just you just need to worry about yourself, then like oh freedom or like more job opportunity or you know whatever. But when you start getting older and then start to understand taxes and health insurance and in like investment and you know inflation and things like that. I was like, maybe Japan might be the safest bet. So, long story, but 何時まで I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't have an early morning tomorrow. I'm thinking of doing live stream on Sunday as usual. Happy birthday, thank you. This is one of the worst things about America, yeah. So I think I'll do a but Sunday is rainy. I have no idea. I gotta check. But yeah, if it's sunny, and then I might do a walk around. I gotta think of like where I go. Where should I go on Sunday? Any ideas? So yeah, I might do that. But I just realized that Monday is off. Monday is holiday. I don't know what am I gonna do. I gotta think. So tomorrow, me and my friend are going to a Mount Takao. If you know about a little bit about Japan, you might have heard of that mountain. It's not really like, it's not even like tallest mountain. Tallest mountain is Mount Fuji, right? But it's in Tokyo. Maybe watch a movie. I kind of want to go out. Shinjuku Central Park is nice. Really. I kind of like, I've heard of Shinjuku Gyoen. I kind of want to check that out because last time we did the Meiji Jingu Shrine, that was pretty nice. We walked around and we went to the little, like a garden area, and so I might do that. The last Daiso one was fun too. Last week we went to the farmer's market. That was good too. There are, like, I kind of want to go to, like, we did the convenience store. But, I don't know. I'll see. Because, like, depending on the day, it's, like, in the middle of September, right? Sometimes it's pretty cool. But, like, sometimes it's, like, still super hot. So, depending on the day. Yeah, we don't know what kind of weather we have. So, we'll see. We'll see. But, what were we talking about? Give me another question. Koi... 小石川後楽園。後楽園じゃないです。轟 Gorge. Okay, okay. Capybara Cafe. I think Capybara Cafe or any other cafes, like pet, like animal cafes, I don't think they allow cameras. Do they? If I would go to Capybara, that's what it is, cafe, and then I would probably go to like a, what is it, like a otter cafe. But like, I have 4 cats, so I'm kind of okay with animals. And I have a, I actually shouldn't have any pets. I have a light case of asthma. It's not severe. It's fine. The streaming Don Quixote, that sounds great. But Don Quixote usually have loudest music. I might just like reach out to them and say, hey, do you wanna collaborate? Yeah, shops. Shops are always great, and then people love to see shops. Like we did Daiso, we all enjoy that. And then So I kind of want to do like there's like a 300 yen shop or any other the different types of 100 yen shop, and then we have like electronic stores, or like we have, I don't know, there's so many more, right? And I want to do that, or supermarket, or even convenience store. And then most of the places, they don't allow the cameras. So yeah, it's kind of like if I want to, that means like I have to negotiate with them, like, hey, do you want to collaborate, right? So I'd love to see videos of Shitamachi area, Senju, Nippori. Interesting. I thought like when you say like Shitamachi, I thought you would say Asakusa, but it's like a little northern part of. Cat a person, any fur, and I'll be sneezing my head off. Yeah, yeah. Like I don't have allergies, and but I have asthma, and I have like the inhaler and everything that I have to take every. Oh, which reminds me that I have to actually go to the doctor and pick up medication. Anyway, so yeah, so like as long as like I take the right like the medicine every day, like if I don't if I don't forget, then I should be fine. Or like I trying to, I don't know, work out too hard, then I'm fine. Yodobashi camera has interesting stuff. I know, but like Yodobashi camera, like I don't. Their song, they have like like they have theme song over and over, and so I don't know if that's gonna be the copyrighted issue. I actually had a copyrighted issues for what is it, the farmers market from last week. It's only like 2 minute in like 1 hour stream, so it wasn't too bad. um so I just need to cut off like a little bit of section that was flagged, and then it's all fine. But we never know until like we upload it to YouTube, and it's kind of risky. And I don't know if like they allow me to walk around with a camera. So stores, like I really want to do all the stores, but like I don't know if I can do the store from the farmers market. I know, right? I didn't think like we're gonna get caught by that. I didn't think like those music were copyrighted. Yeah, but not the same, right? Yeah, I know. So I think it's like one of like the old like not folk songs, but yeah, the songs that we don't know who wrote kind of song. So it shouldn't have the copyright, but we never know. We really never know. Happy birthday! Thank you. So, all right. So, a couple more minutes. Any other questions? You can repeat the questions if I didn't answer. I should like. You don't drink beer. I don't like beer. I don't drink. I don't have the best alcohol tolerance. I think it's common for Japanese people. My and then I think it's like in your DNA or something. So if your parents are can drink a lot of alcohol, then you have like some sort of like enzyme or something that break down alcohol very quickly or something. Stick with milk tea. So I can drink. So I have to be able, like I have to have some, like I have to have my stomach kind of half full when I start drinking. And yeah. But I never thought beer was tasty. it's kind of like a tea or like coffee situation, right? Like when you're young, you don't feel the like you don't understand why people drink such a bitter coffee or like tea, and then when you get older, you you can kind of like drink it, right? So I have I have I've had beer before, but never been a fan. Maybe I'm still too young. Stick with milk tea, yeah. No, any hobbies or things you're passionate about? Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. I have been like my work, my business was my passionate the whole time. So I never felt like I was like working since like I started my company when I was like 20. And since then, so it's been like 10, 12 years. And every year I move a little bit forward. And I enjoy the process. Like I don't care about like how much money I earned or how many students I got or like yeah, I would worry if I didn't have any money to live for sure, like anybody would. But like I didn't think like working 20 almost 24/7 and not having like a whole day off or so like whole weekend off or anything like that, it didn't bother me, never bother me, still doesn't bother me. I like doing some research, I like learning something new. And at first I thought like I'd like teaching English and that's the reason why, but then later it gets I started to understand myself that like I actually like learning something new, and then started to understand how the world works. And so when I started learning about taxes, it was like it fascinated me. When I started learning about like some other like business strategy, I got fascinated. So yeah, that's where I'm most passionate about. So it's like kind of I don't have any like typical hobbies like oh I like watching movies or like oh I like camping, and that's something I'm trying to like see if there's anything like I don't have to have it, but like it's nice to have it, right? It's like I want, especially in Tokyo, like there are so many things that you can do. So I'm like wondering if there's anything that I might like doing. So like hobby is something that won't really creates money, right? So like something that you take time and spend a little bit of money, like invest on, and then for your pleasure. So that's something like I kind of want to figure out. No questions for me. I'm just glad YouTube actually sent me an alert. Yay! Happy birthday, happy birthday. 32 years old now. Yep. Okie dokie. Alright, so I'll do maybe the next 10 minutes. It's been an hour now. So, and then I'll go take a shower. Is there any question that I missed? "32, you look 31. What's the difference?" Yeah, it's kind of crazy though. Like 5 years or 10 years or even like 1 year for kids, it's a huge difference, right? But like 10 years in your adulthood, it's kind of funny because like when Norm and I did the Sanja Matsuri, the Asakusa's one of the biggest festivals in May, live stream. He was trying to like make the thumbnail, right? And but he couldn't find like a good picture, and it's like, oh, you know what? Like we actually did go to Sanja Festival together 10 years ago. Like, yeah, we did. And then I was like, and then he go through like the old footage, and I was like, oh, okay, so there is a picture of you carrying the portable shrine Mikoshi. And at the time I was like 22, right? And then he just cut it out and then used that picture for our live stream, and then nobody noticed. Nobody noticed, like, ah, that's Sherry from a long time ago. No, nobody realized. For me, finding obscure music and languages, interesting. Yeah, I try to like learn like third language or something, but then I do a lot of study and research on my work for my work. So I thought like maybe like my hobby should be something a little bit different. Okay, it's been 70 minutes, so I'll do until 80 minutes and then I'll go. Oh, interesting question. How did you meet Norm? That's a good question. I thought that I kind of just thought that you guys knew. So about 10 years ago, well, exactly 10 years ago, there was an event in Ehime. So I just came back from the States. I just started my, not YouTube, English school, the Cram School business. And in the beginning, I was like, working part-time somewhere else and then trying to like earn some money so that I can put invest on my business. Yeah. But finally the cram school took off, so I was like, I quit all the part-time jobs and I was gonna focus on my business and my business only. And that time there was like a flyer or advertisement saying like, hey, there is a like a baseball camp, like a worldwide baseball camp that they one of the most famous baseball player, Japanese baseball player called Sadaharu O. I don't know if you guys know. He's like 70 or 80 now. And so he pretty much retired from like baseball world, of course, right? And but he wants to tell the kids how fun it is to play baseball. And so they would invite, I don't know, like over 100 kids from all over the world every year. And then they will do this like 1 week baseball camp, I think for free or very like dirt cheap. And then I was hired as one of the interpreters, and so was Norm. And so I was living in Hime, and then there was like a campsite in Matsuyama that was selected for that year's baseball camp. And then there were, but like in Ehime there are not so many people who can actually speak Japanese and English, and so they had to invite interpreters from like Tokyo or Osaka or some other places. And there are so many staff there. But so that's how we kind of met. And well, everyone has like different tasks, and then we were asked to like work on some like translation and things like that. And then yeah, that's how we met. So that's the story. Do you have any hidden talents? I can juggle. So I think I made a shorts before, and I was juggling, and I can juggle. That might be a little bit hidden talent. I also have like a hidden talent where like I'm very flexible because I did dance, but now it's been like 5 years, and maybe it's not hidden because I made a whole documentary about the dance group thing and whatnot. So maybe it's not hidden. All right, 6 more minutes. No, not really. Happy birthday from Singapore. Yay. Been to Singapore before? No. Chili crab. Sounds good. Happy birthday. Sorry I'm late. No worries. Thank you. So officially we have 5 more minutes. What's your favorite foreign word? It doesn't have to be English, right? Is there any? Ah, I have one. I have one. So my favorite word is is actually Baba Papa. Baba Papa is the one of my favorite children's book that I had in my house. My parents kind of invested on like books, and yeah, Baba Papa. And then it's like a pink blob, right? The characters. Yeah, and then I was reading that. I think I had like one of like I had like favorite story or whatever, and I like that character. I don't think I never seen the cartoon or anything, and I don't even know if it's a cartoon. Then so my host sister from Austria and her boyfriend from Belgium, they visited me like last year, 2 years ago, and we were out in like this Japanese typical like summer festival with like all food stalls and whatnot. And I'm like trying to learn French, right? And because like they communicate in French, and so I was like, I got cotton candy, and then said like turn to them saying like, hey, so how do you say cotton candy in French? And then he goes, baba baba. I was like, what? So I guess that's gotta be my favorite word, foreign word. Baba means saliva in Spanish. Interesting. Haba baba, yeah, haba baba. I was gonna say haba baba. Yeah, it's a bubble gum. Yeah, interesting. So a lot of baba. 好きな日本の早口言葉は I can't do tongue twisters. I don't know. Even if I knew, I can't say it. Okay, so like I assume that there are Japanese learners too in on this channel. So I think the most common tongue twister for Japanese is that 生麦生米生卵。生麦生米生米生卵。So 生 means raw. So 生麦 raw barley, raw rice 生米 raw egg. It's just tongue twister. It doesn't mean anything. 生麦生米生卵。All right, officially 2 more minutes. 赤巻紙、青巻紙、黄巻紙。赤パジャマ、青パジャマ、黄パジャマ。There's like one long one, like 裏庭に裏庭の竹やぶに竹立てかけたのは竹立てたから。So happy birthday! Thank you so much! All capital letters! Mama. Oh, it's the first time I heard you speak Japanese and beginning to doubt your nationality. Yeah, I barely speak Japanese. But if you listen to me carefully, because it's kind of common thing for bilingual people, and then my friends, most of the people are bilingual and they do that a lot too. but most of the bilingual people would mix up two languages. And so I don't know, like if you listen to me carefully, like I try to just speak in English only when I'm streaming because it's hard to understand like when I mix everything up, right? Jugem, I know Jugem. Then what is it? What was I talking about? It just slipped my mind. I do that a lot. But what were we talking about? I forgot. Really forgot. I might be really. Yeah. So bilingual, and so I try to kind of like mentally, like turn off my Japanese switch, so that I can only focus on English. But sometimes when I stumble, I accidentally say some Japanese words. You might not hear it, but I say it. I say it sometimes. Hi, Vilik. Sorry for forgetting your birthday. It's okay. It's okay. I just shot the Patreon video, and I actually said like, "Oh, it's actually my birthday" and all that, but I haven't uploaded yet. So, can you speak with strong Ehime dialect? I don't think I can give you any example, but and then it's not like Osaka that everybody has distinctive accent and Ioben, yeah. But I guess some words are different and more older people speak in Ioben and younger people don't. But I think common ones is ken and then maybe why. So when we say in standard Japanese but or however, we say だけど but we say やけん and it's a lot like yeah, like saying like 何々 something something だね like right, we say like やろう so we use a lot of yeah. And why is like when you say like I'm going 行ってきます well we say 行ってきます because that's a greeting, but if you really want to be like sound like Yoben and 行ってこwhy, so at the end of the sentence we say why many times. Intonations are a little bit different, but there's a also it's different from Osaka Ben. So yeah. What's your favorite Japanese dialect? Tokyo Ben, Kansai Ben. I don't really have any favorite. As long as I can understand. If I can't understand, I can't have a conversation with that person, right? But I always thought like Tokyo Ben is kind of cute, cause even for guys, they would use like a proper Japanese. So it sounds, if I say like something right in Ioben, that's like yaro, and yaro is kind of same as Osaka Ben. So it sounds strong. It sounds kind of like manly, and then girls can use it. The girls use it. But in Tokyo Ben, it's more like dane, and then so like when people speak Japanese, even like a strong, like muscular guy speak Tokyo Ben, it sounds like very cute. So yeah, we never say Ame-chan. That's just Osaka. Osaka is weird that way, and we don't have intonation from Osaka either. Like I found this like TikTok channel that compare Tokyo Ben and Osaka Ben, and they mostly compare the intonation. And so saying like banana, so in standard Japanese, banana. So banana. But in Osaka, they say banana. So in Osaka, most of the words, like if it's just 3 syllables, and then the middle one has the emphasis. The middle one get emphasized. Do I have any? What is the motor sound? Oh, okay, that one. Okay. So Kansai Ben is a little. なんでやねん Yeah, I don't think I don't think many Osaka people would say なんでやねん That's just I don't know. I think it's like old Osaka Ben. Osaka people say akan, and I think Tokyo people say like dame, and then we say ikan. So it's like it's kind of different. But anyway, it's almost 11:30, and I gotta take a shower and then get ready for tomorrow. So thank you for joining for this spontaneous live stream, and I will see you guys sometime. I might do like a regular horizontal, walking around kind of live stream on Sunday probably. So good night. 楽しかったよかった Good night, everybody. Have a nice weekend. I think it's only Japan that have a 3-day holiday, but holiday weekend. But thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you. Good night. Happy birthday. Thank you. Bye bye.